big bag, let me bang bang. Show me where your friends at, we can flip that. Let me put you on the game. 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 I'll show you where the red at, where the blue at. Show you where they flip that, where they bitch at. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game. Let me put you on the game right now.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And we gotta talk about the Lil Baby and Saweetie situation, because everybody wants to come down on Saweetie. Oh, Saweetie started this. Oh, Saweetie was being a hoe. Oh, Saweetie was the rum running her mouth. Saweetie was being a bird. And okay, that's all true. But at the end of the day, what more do you expect from Saweetie? Saweetie gonna be Saweetie. Saweetie's a bird. Saweetie don't really even hide who she is. But the lesson that we can learn here is from Lil Baby, because modern men do not know how to deal with thoughts and do not know how to deal with baddies, but they've made that the model woman. That's what y'all like. That's what y'all go for. And Lil Baby is a prime example of everything that could go wrong when you deal with them, when you don't know how to deal with them. First of all, Lil Baby should have never even been in this situation, because he was in this situation before. For those of you who don't know, at one point when he was still with Jada, he was paying a porn star to deal with him behind the back. Now, he had the porn star sign a non-disclosure agreement that she wouldn't say anything about their dealings. He'd pay her some money, she let him be her cheeks, and she wouldn't say anything about the dealings. But let me tell you guys something, and this is an early gem. Women are suicide bombers. I repeat, women are suicide bombers, especially women who are of the bird thought mentality, okay? Those type of women, especially the boss bitches, the boss chicks, those type of women especially. Y'all gotta understand, those types of women, they're in their masculine energy. That's what allows them to be OnlyFans models and IG models and thoughts and birds, because they're in their masculine energy. So therefore, what's the biggest flag for a man? What's one of the number one things we have to worry about? Pride. What do they tell men all the time? Your pride will get you killed. You have to control your ego. There has to be an ego death. These women are not humble. These women will bring down the entire city, the entire kingdom, the entire dynasty, just to get you back, just to end up on top, just to get a little bit of attention, because attention is currency from them. Because they have pride and ego and they can't lose. They can't let it go. Not until they're ready. They got to be in control and they have to win. But really, women in general, you have to watch for that, okay? That's where the saying, hell has no fairy like a woman scorned, even came from. What do you mean, Alex, that women are suicide bombers? What I mean by women are suicide bombers is women have no problem risking their freedom, risking their reputation, or risking their money, risking themselves financially to get back at you if they feel like you wronged them or they feel like they want to bring you down. I repeat, women are suicide bombers because they have no problem risking their reputation, okay, risking their freedom, and risking themselves financially to bring you down if they feel like you wronged them or embarrassed them. So at the end of the day, what happened was, when the money stopped coming in and he cut the porn star off cold turkey, what did she do? She ran her mouth. Why did she run her mouth? Because at that point, the clout was worth the jail time to her. Okay, sue me. I don't really got no money like that, so you're not going to get that much. Okay, try to send me to jail. That's fine. The clout that I'm going to get off of saying that I was sleeping with Lil Baby, especially when he was with Jada, is worth it to me, because women, attention is a currency to women. So she's like, yo, that's worth it to me. I'll say it. Whatever. You know, it ain't gonna hurt me. I'll bomb both of our reputations. And Lil Baby had to deal with that on the back end. He had to deal with Jada's mouth, pay Jada off, get this woman to shut up, put the gag order on her. He had to take care of that. So you would think in dealing with Saweetie, he wouldn't make the same mistakes. But he makes the exact same mistake. Now, he gives Saweetie $100,000. Now, listen, y'all can cut this any way y'all want to cut it, but at the end of the day, somebody give you $100,000 and y'all going on a shopping spree, and then you end up back at their place. Y'all can call it what y'all want. That looks like a monetary transaction to me. But either way, the problem is Lil Baby made the same mistake. See, you guys want to slut these girls out. You guys want to deal with these monetized women. Y'all want to deal with these IG models and these OnlyFans chicks and these baddies and these boss chicks and all this stuff, and you don't know how to do it. If you're going to give a woman $100,000 and take her on a shopping spree so that you can clap her cheeks, you're supposed to clap her cheeks and leave. Lil Baby up there snuggled up with this girl on his lap and let her take this picture. Now, she posted this picture, and that's important. She posted this picture to the point where when it came out and everyone was asking Lil Baby about it, his response was basically, yo, that wasn't me. People be clout chasing, anything to get fame off of Lil Baby. Now, the tabloids got this picture, so we know it was Lil Baby. But at the end of the day, because he said, yo, that's not me, I'm single, everybody trying to get clout off of Lil Baby, guess what happened? It embarrassed Saweetie. What did I just tell you guys? Women are suicide bombers when they're embarrassed. They're going to do whatever it takes to get you back or make you feel how you made them feel. Whatever it takes. So what does Saweetie do? Well, at the Rolling Loud event, Saweetie decides to do a freestyle where she says this.
Don't say nothing. Why speaking out who won't fuck? Got excited when I face how with nothing. I'm the same ones that seven be the same ones I netted on 100K. No much paper I be touching on that slight. Baby, check my net worth. Put some pink in his sweatshirt. I better have my ex and I swear to get for kissing on these frauds. He got mad into my business to the block. Pause, I'm a chill out. Yeah, I pull up and I bust and I peel out. Said he was a boss, but he talking like a groupie. I knew he wasn't ready for this. Say, don't you tell nobody we shut your mouth. Don't say nothing, don't you tell nobody we.
Now, Saweetie put out that song, and of course it was horrible because, again, I made a video about this like a year ago too, where I told you guys Saweetie was going to regret breaking up with Quavo because she can't rap, clearly. She can't sing, she can't dance, she doesn't really have any talent. And Quavo was able to help her get out some hits. And she hasn't been the same with hits or the same level of artist since he's been gone. And Saweetie at this point is pretty much doing anything to make herself relevant. She'll do whatever. She's for hire at this point. She'll do whatever. She'll say whatever. Because she just wants to stay in the loop and in the mix. Now, considering we all knew the 100K rumor, and it only came from one person, even though there was a rumor that James Harden gave her 100K too, okay? But if James Harden gave her that 100K, he did what he's supposed to do. He gave her 100K, he clapped his cheeks, he got out of there. They wasn't booed up. Lil Baby messed up because he was booed up with her. But either way, pretty much without saying, this is about Lil Baby, okay? So now she's trying to suicide bomb Lil Baby, which I told y'all girls do by just throwing all that information out there. But she's trying to make it look like Baby's the one who can't keep his mouth shut, even though she's the one who actually posted the goddamn photo online in the first place. He didn't do anything wrong. She did. So he got burnt in the same situation twice. And it's not the end of the world for Lil Baby, but he's still gonna have to do damage control. He's still gonna have to deal with girls running their mouths online like this. And on the vlogs and on YouTube and on AT channels running their mouth. He's still gonna have to deal with that PR, so it's still costing him something. And you dudes have to learn your lesson when y'all dealing with these thoughts. Listen, when you're dealing with monetized women, when you're dealing with thoughts, when you're dealing with the baddies types, when you're dealing with the bird types, when you're dealing with the boss chick types, when you're dealing with the IG model and the OnlyFans types girls, you have to realize it is a transaction and you're supposed to treat it like a transaction. See, nowadays you dudes want to be in relationships with these types of chicks. You had DDG out here in a relationship with Ruby Rose. Why are you in a relationship with Ruby Rose? Why? You had PJ Washington out here in a relationship with Brittany Renner. Why are you in a relationship with Brittany Renner? Why are you getting Brittany Renner pregnant? Now, granted, Brittany Renner was preying on him because he was way younger than her. And if a dude at the end of the day was scoping out college campuses in the open, especially a rich dude, to get him a college girl who was way younger than him, the world would have came crashing down. But we know we're not even going to stick on that too much. But the point is, he should have known better. The woman wrote a book with an apple on her ass talking about her sescapades. Why would you think that this would be a good mother to your child? Why would you think that? Okay, same thing with Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez want to deal with Megan Thee Stallion. See, y'all all want to deal with the same type of chick. Ruby Rose, Saweetie, Megan Thee Stallion, Brittany Renner. They're all the same type of chick. Blue Jasmine, the same types of chicks. And y'all don't want to deal with the repercussions. At the end of the day, Ruby Rose put DDG through hell. She outside knocking on his door. She telling all his business on Twitter. He telling her business, but she telling his business too. Again, suicide bomber. She don't care. Brittany Renner put PJ Washington through hell. Now, she had to go and make her rounds. She had to go on to every single talk show. She had to go on every single circuit and tell her side of the story. Well, it really wasn't me. It was him. And make him look like the bad guy. Hurt his reputation. He should have never dealt with her. Look what happened. Tory Lanez had to smash Megan Thee Stallion, had to smash the baddie, right? And what ended up happening? He smashed Megan Thee Stallion, and guess what? A gun ended up going off because supposedly he was dealing with her and her friend. Now he's in a whole mess. Now he's in a whole legal mess. His career still hasn't recovered. Why? Because he had to smash that fat ass. You guys got to understand. Y'all have to learn how to leave these chicks alone. If you're going to deal with a chick like that, you leave them alone. See, back in my day, I say back in my day like I'm super old, but seriously, millennials, right? I'm a 90s baby, all right? 30 years old, 90s baby. We didn't have pride in having thoughts. See, when I was in middle school, high school, college, stuff like that, right? We knew what thoughts was for. If we seen a girl, right, and she was in the high school and she had on booty shorts and Daisy Dukes, right, or leggings with nothing covering up her behind, late 2000s, right, and she was twerking around everywhere and she was sleeping with a bunch of people, would dudes smash her? Yes. Would dudes wipe her? No. But nowadays, y'all can't tell the difference between the thoughts and the regular chicks. Now, granted, they're all wearing, for the most part, the same uniform, but at the end of the day, y'all don't have enough foresight to be able to look at someone like Young Miami. And I made this video like a year ago where I tried to tell you guys how to peep archetypes. You should be able to look at somebody like a Young Miami and then look at a girl like her and say, I want a her type, not a Young Miami type. And see, when you say stuff like this, whenever you start to talk about types of women, right? Women always get mad. They always go, oh, you shouldn't prejudge, and that's not always the case, and da-da-da. Now, listen. In the case of Saweetie, it looked like a duck, walked like a duck. It's pretty much a duck, okay? You see a BBL, you see fake breasts, you see pumped up lips, you see a face full of makeup, okay? You see the high heels, the designer, everything. Looks like a duck, talks like a duck. Like Saweetie talks like what she is, okay? It's a duck. Same thing with Young Miami. It's a duck. Now, are there some situations where you're running into girls who got a BBL, got their breasts done, got a bunch of designers on, and they just work hard and they just like to have nice things? Sir, are there some cases where you're running into a chick who's more like a her type, who's more reserved, dresses more conservatively, but she's a super thought and to ruin your life? Sure. But for the most part, if you see Carisha on one side, Young Miami on one side, and you see her on the other side, you're going to be better off with her 9 out of 10 times, and you have to pay the odds. Guys, women play the odds all the time. For the women who about to argue with me, y'all play the odds all the time. Ladies, in a regular day, if you a regular chick, not even a baddie, at least 10 dudes is going to holler at you. You trying to tell me, honestly, that you got the time and going to take the time to get to know every single one of those 10 dudes? Absolutely not. You can't. You would never get a boyfriend if you vetted every single dude who likes you. So you have to prejudge. You have to have things that you prejudge with, right? So you got to be able to look at a dude and be like, oh, his shoe's dirty, I'm not talking to him. You got to be able to look at a dude and be like, oh, his shirt wrinkled, I'm not talking to him. Oh, he on the bus stop, he don't got a car, I'm not talking to him. You have to have disqualifiers. His hair is not cut, he look raggedy, I'm not talking to him. And all I'm telling men is, y'all need to have the same thing. She got long, talent ass nails, I'm not talking to her. She got BBL, I'm not talking to her. She's probably a stripper, she probably OnlyFans, she probably a thought, I'm not talking to her. She wearing all designer clothes all the time, designer bags, designer shoes, and she got the BBL and the fake breasts and the talent nails. And I don't know about that. Now, could you be wrong? Yes, but you have to know this is generally going to be that type of chick. And if you're going to deal with that type of chick, you show her a good time, or you just flat out give her some money, and you keep it moving. You keep it moving. You guys got to understand that. This is costing a lot of dudes in Gen Z. And it's not all y'all fault. Like, there's variable reasons why you guys have this problem. Again, women, the line between, and just dressing alone, right? The line between a woman who is a thought and a woman who is a good girl wasn't as blurred when I was in high school as it is for people who are in high school now. It wasn't as blurred when I was in college as it is for people who are in college now. But that's where personality comes in, guys. Again, when I say Young Miami versus her, there's a personality type. It's not just about how they dress. Look at how her carries herself. Look at how her speaks when she talks to people. All this stuff matters, guys. Look at how her voice inflection. All this stuff matters. Now, turn it the other way. Look at Young Miami. Young Miami speaks like she's ratchet. Okay, Young Miami carries herself like she's ratchet. Okay, it's not all. She has a voice inflection of ratchetness. It's not all just about how they dress. And what I'm saying is, in a 30 seconds, if you only got 30 seconds, you see her dressed one way, you see Young Miami dressed one way, her talks how her talks, Young Miami talks how Young Miami talks. You have to be smart enough to make the decision, I'm going to go with her if I'm looking for something serious. And if I'm not looking for something serious, I'm just looking to have a good time, then yeah, you take Carisha. You get Carisha lit. I'm a thought, get me lit. Like Pop Smoke said, I don't know why he said that. He's a grown man, but that's neither here nor there. I'm a thought, get me lit. So you take Carisha. You give Carisha some liquor, okay? Or you give Carisha some money. You have a good time with Carisha, but you send her back to the streets. You don't boo up with Carisha. You don't have a long-term relationship. I don't even care if it's monetized with Carisha. That's where you do go wrong. Because y'all just think about the physical. First of all, I already mentioned how women of that mindset, okay, of that thought baddie mindset, usually have a bunch of masculine energy. So you guys got to realize these women will hit you. They'll bust the windows out your car. They'll pop your car tires. They'll do all that. But that's just the physical. The mental and emotional toll is worse. Look at what that woman put Lil Baby through in his relationship when she broke the non-disclosure and said that she was messing with him while he was with Jada. Look at what he going to have to deal with now with Saweetie just doing this. The PR. Look what he gonna have to deal with. Look at what Ruby Rose put DDG through. Look at all his information online, outside of his door in the middle of the night, yelling and screaming. Look at what Tory Lanez is going through. Guys, this isn't even physical stuff. This is just mental stuff. Look at what he's going to. Because he had to sleep with Megan Thee Stallion. He had to smash a girl who he was already smashing friends because he had to have the baddie. He had to have the hot girl. Look at what he's going through as a result. Look at what PJ Washington is going through as a result. You can't afford to not listen to me when it comes to this type of stuff. Now, again, if you get the chance to know the girl, like I said, I'm not saying it's impossible that a chick could be in designer, have a BBL, have fake boobs and stuff like that, and be a solid woman. No, it's not impossible. But you got to understand, 9 out of 10 times, she's not going to be a solid woman. And if you're going to deal with her, show her a good time, slide her some bread, and get out of there. Don't be taking no photos with her. That's how Julian Edelman got caught up with that white girl. Booed up in the bed, let the white girl take a photo of him. Don't let these girls take no photos of you. Don't let them take no photos of you. And that's the biggest problem. On all these shows, every time I see a content creator, especially in the manosphere space, they always got some IG model or some thought on their show. That's the archetype now. That's what y'all like. You're not supposed to like that. You're supposed to hit that and send it back to the streets. We used to know that. That's lost now. Now y'all interviewing thoughts. Y'all bringing thoughts on and asking them for their opinion. Why do we care about the opinions of thoughts? You shouldn't care about the opinions of thoughts. You're supposed to get them lit and send them on their way. Nowadays, y'all don't like the girls who don't wear a face full of makeup. Y'all don't like the girls with natural bodies. Y'all don't like college-educated women. I know some of them could be dickheads, but y'all throw them all in the barrel. I don't understand you dudes. Y'all don't like regular women, regular humble women, like I said, who are like 8, 7s and below. Y'all don't like them. Y'all all want 9s and 10s with a size 4 waistline and a big old fat BBL ass and some big old boobs. And then when they take y'all asses to the cleaners, y'all want to come on here and whine. Oh, I don't know what happened. I don't know why she did me like that. I did everything right. Because you did it for a thought. Because you did it for a thought. Listen, I'm going to make more videos about this because you dudes really don't get it. You have to be able to know the archetype of women that you're dealing with, okay? And you have to be able to make the decision quick. And once you realize what type of woman that you're dealing with, then you have to know how to get up out of there and how to move on, okay? Have your good time. Show them a good time. Slide them the bread. Get out of there. Do not linger around too long. Don't get in a relationship. Don't keep hitting it multiple times, okay? Don't get them pregnant. None of that. Do what you got to do and then move along. But that's enough on this one, y'all. I am Alex, and I am out. Peace.